Hi everyone, welcome back to Tara's Take. So I've got our Foxglove altered book and junk journal, and I am going to be working on that. I'm going to pull this camera up just a little bit so it's not quite so on top of the book, so I can like turn the pages. Sorry about this. There we go. So anyway, I have been away from my crafting desk for days, right? And I got up this morning, and after Cordy left, I said, you know what? I got to get to work on our altered book. So I've kind of spent the morning doing some stuff to it. I haven't finished these, but I've used some cardstock and some of the pieces out of it to make us some journal cards. I've got a bunch of pockets. I've got tickets and decorations over here, little butterflies and fun stuff that came in the kit that I'm yet to use. Some circles to make pockets out of. Oh my goodness, so much stuff. So it kind of, a lot of it for me got buried because, you know, my tray gets all jumbled up, and so I've got all these wonderful circles that we can decorate and do some pockets with and fun stuff. Yeah, so anyway, I figured we'll spend a little more time playing with it, and I've been working on it all morning, creating some pages that just have some, you know, different feel to them. Doing a lot of stamping and grunging out parts of it. I don't want to show, like this page, I really like this page. It totally matches the tape that we used. Yeah, so I was, last night actually, did I do this last night or this morning? I think I did it this morning. It was super early, I'll tell you that. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. I was trying to draw out, you know, you know how I use my woody pencil and create that dirt effect, and then have it so that there's a place for stuff to stand. I wanted a lot of these painting pages to be decorated, but also still leave journaling space on them for the person who gets the journal. So that was a big goal of mine. So this was one of the pages, and I believe I wanted to put this log on here, and also, where's my brush? See, I'm all over the place this morning. Sorry. Gosh, I feel like I've been working hours and hours and hours, and it's just barely 8 o'clock right now. I guess I have been. Cordy leaves at 4:10, so I guess I have been working for hours, huh? Where did I do with my brush? I just saw it. Where is it? Hold on 1 second, guys. I gotta find it. So I didn't find my brush, so I'm using my other brush here, and I'm just kind of pulling the woody pencil down onto this lower part because I hadn't finished it. Cordy woke up. That's what I was doing. I remembered. I was sitting at the desk, and I realized I was messing with this, and it was time for him to get up, so I didn't come back to it right away, and I forgot. So anyway, I wanted to kind of create a little look on this page with some trees, and also, gosh, my tray is a mess. Okay, and I want to keep things separated so I can use them. I'm thinking I want to put some pockets down, and I want to decorate some pages. Okay. Let's see. No. We're going to wait on this page. I'm not sure what I want to do to it yet. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm just flipping through because I've got to narrow down how much I have left. And I actually, as you can see, I have quite a bit left that needs to be worked on. So I did do some more bark looking painting on this part. This is ready to be used for writing. I may put like a pocket somewhere here, maybe a corner, like one of these here in the corner or something. I do like these. Trying to think what I was gonna say. Shoot. Yeah, I want to get this done because I want to get started on another project. And then in October, And I finally remembered the word collaboration. Oh my goodness, the other day I could not think of the word collaboration for the life of me. Anyway, so I am going to do more collaborating with Tania and Nanine in October. But September I'm taking off from that, and I'm going to just, you know, do some work on my own. I don't know what I'll play with yet, but we'll see. But I was thinking this pocket would look kind of pretty right here in the corner. Bring in some of our foxgloves. So we're going to put that there. And that'll still leave them, like I said, that'll still leave them some space to write. I want a lot of journaling space in here, so. But I also really wanted to utilize the kit to kind of decorate the whole, and that's why I've been creating scenes on the pages of, what was I going to show you? Back over here, like I've been creating scenes with the kit because the kit's so pretty. Now these, were these the ones? No, never mind. This is a pocket. Oh wait, I think these are. Just a second. Yeah, they are pockets. So I'll probably, what I'm going to do with these is use like some of these little tickets to put in there. And I'm also going to use, the kit comes with these adorable tabs. So I am going to be using some tabs on the pages. I love tabs on pages. So these are so handy. They match, you know, so it's going to be so cute. And there's a ton of them, so I'll have some left for other stuff, which will be really cool. See, like this says entering Foxglove Woods. I love that. And I love the page here with all the collage and everything. So yep, I just thought we would finish decorating, and then hopefully the next video I show you will be our flip through. So I don't want to show you the entire thing. Where should we put this? I know it says Paris right there. I kind of don't want to cover that just because I love it. Does Paris have foxgloves? I have no idea. This is France. Let's see. I think I'll put it right here because that's kind of a barren spot, and I love all that paper is from a journal that I bought at Barnes & Noble years ago. This paper that I did this with, and it's been for me, I did avocado dyeing with it, and that's why it's reddish. It originally was like a beigey kind of color. It was not white, so I don't know, I just love the way it turned out, and it had all these beautiful flowers and Paris on it and designs and stuff. So yeah, a lot of fun. This is a pocket over here with just foxglove and forest woods, and a beautiful card made out of, I didn't do anything to it other than glue it to some cardstock. I just think it's so pretty. Let's see, we do have our words right here. Let's go ahead and put like something pretty on there, because let's do Foxglove Forest. Okay, and I love to tear these down. You could also rough them up with your Tim Holtz paper edger, you know, or your scissors. I just like seeing the torn edges on stuff. I think it makes it just look, I don't know what the word is for it. I love it though. I love when things aren't just perfect, you know, and some of my edges are, but for the most part, I love torn edges. I always have. So yeah, we'll just put a little word on here. I really, on some of these, it's so pretty, I feel like I don't need to put a lot. I could put like a child here or something, a little girl. That would be cute, but I left this open as well to write on for them, the pocket. I was going to decorate it. I changed my mind. This I want to leave for writing. This is some of our own tape we made, the washi tape we made on the double-sided tape, or yeah, the double-sided tape. And then this one's just an adorable pocket. And I left this for writing. And let's see, should we put, what are our words here? I don't know. I want to leave this for writing. I just think it looks nice. And then we've got our little scene over here. I love her on the bench. She's so cute. I know those people aren't everybody's cup of tea, but they are mine. And then this, and it's very colorful. I tried to keep, you know, in mind just the colorfulness of this kit. There's just so much color to it, you know? And I mean, when you look here, it's got the pinks, the greens, the blues, the bright greens, the yellow greens, you know, and it's got the deep greens. You can use, oh my goodness. And then the burgundy, you can look through the flowers and, you know, so anyway, very fun, very fun. And I enjoyed doing this. I'm probably going to do this on some more pages, just stamping and on top of the paint and just kind of making space for them to journal. You know, I love to create the effect of the journaling for people. So I really do. Let's see. This page is bugging me. I don't know what I want to do with it. This could be a nice pocket right there. And could put like fit something in. Let me see, where's my, what do I do with those circles I had? I was going to say I could maybe do these instead, because this would look cute. And make these into little journaling spots. I know this one's that one's for an actual pocket, I believe. If I remember correctly, on the page, there's directions. But I could do a couple of the round circled cards. Those would fit in there. Yeah, I really tried, oopsie. I really tried to, here's another one that's a pocket. I'm trying to remember how this was supposed to go. Tanya, you're probably like, it goes like this, because you made it. You guys made them. You're like, I know how it goes. I'm trying. I can't remember. I need the paper. I shouldn't have cut it off the paper so I'd have the directions. And then if I put some of the flowers on the page as well to bring some color into, you know what? Again, I'm going to change this page. I may end up, you never know with me, I might end up painting over it and changing that color, because I don't know, I'm not enjoying this background very much. I think it's the wrong, it does match, like, let's see, if you look at the color scheme of the tree, it does match the color scheme of the tree, huh? I'm just having a struggle figuring out what I want to do with it. I know there are those of you out there who are much more creative than me, who are probably like, you could do this, and you could do that, and you could do this. I'm drawing a blank right now. So let's go ahead and let's get some of these little fun, oh, I even did stamp out some little tags. I forgot I did those. Oh, this is something I wanted to do. I love all these. They're like registry pages, different receipts and I don't know if they're adverts or, I guess they're just receipts. But I was thinking that would be a fun thing to put as like a collage with some of these that came in the kit, because these did come in the kit. They're a part of it. So I'm just going to darken these. And then, of course, we're going to darken the page. Oopsie. Just kind of make it look a little bit dirty. And I am going to grab this brush and go ahead and that's just my thing I like to do, as you all know by now. I'm going to put an edge right here to kind of catch as I go around here. We're going to frame this with our vintage photo, and that way we can let some of it show, and it'll just look like a grungy little edge around our page. And I'm thinking I will do like a collage with these and then put pockets on top. Okay. The reason I'm putting this edge here is because the paper doesn't match up and it's gonna get brown there, and I don't really want that line. I do think I'm probably gonna paint over that green. I'm not liking it. I didn't do the green this morning. I did it last week when I was here before my trip, and now I'm like, I'm not liking that. So today's Monday, by the way. I just got back from going with our friends Charity and Jack, and we had a lot of fun. Oh my gosh, she is such a trooper and such a great tour guide. Oh geez, we went everywhere down south. We even went over to the border, one of the border towns, Naco, here in Arizona, and we went to Sierra Vista, which I've never been. And then we went to Tombstone. We drove through there. They just wanted to take us on a little tour and show us like what to go see when we go down there, because we're going there in October. Pretty sure we are. And then we went up to oh my gosh, another town, Benson. We went to what's it called? Oh no, I can't think of it. It's a mining town. Oh, I got the coolest pictures of the copper mines. But that town, I probably will not go there. I'll be honest. I told Cordy, it's, and I mean, even they said, but we just drove through. They were showing it to us. But, oh my gosh, it is just, I got to be honest, wicked. The town is just, it's just full of, it's full of wokeism, first of all. Okay, I'm just going to say it like that as a modern speak. But it's full of witchcraft. You can see it everywhere. And it's an old mining town, and I'm, for whatever reason, can't think of the word. Bisbee. Is it Bisbee? Yeah, Bisbee. And yeah, I was like, I could not, I don't want to go back there, because we were talking about going back there to go to the antique shops, because there are antique shops there. But I told Cordy, I can't do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go into their shops, because even you can see from the window, even the antique shops are, there's like a skeleton outside of one of them. And these aren't just hokey. I mean, it's not like that. It's like the people walking down the street are, totally new age. They're into all kinds of stuff. You can see it. It's just all over them. And I told him, I just don't want to be a part of that. I'm sorry. Because we were going to go back there and check it out. But I was like, I really don't want to go into those places. And I don't want to buy anything in those places and bring it into my home, and especially put it into my journals and give it to any of you, anyone who might buy one of my journals. I'm like, no. I believe it's very important that we, you know how I am. You know how I feel. I believe there are attachments to items, and yeah, I just don't want any part of that. And I don't want to give them my money. I was like, no, I'm good not going back there. He said, okay, whatever you think, honey. I said, no. So yeah, but it was cool to see it, because it's unfortunate, because it's like a bunch of people out of places that are just, drug out, do you know what I'm saying? It was totally woke. It was like Sedona has gotten to be. It was very, it wasn't real anymore. It's not authentic anymore. It's like a bunch of hippie type people, which is fine. It's fine, because I used to be a hippie type person, okay? But it's those that aren't really, it's just not real. It was not organic. It wasn't, they've taken over the place and turned it into something it wasn't. And it just wasn't pleasant to be there. You could feel what was in the air. Yeah, so anyway. They've taken the beauty of what once was a beautiful old mining town and turned it into something that's not beautiful anymore. I'm very aware that a lot of people probably are like, oh, it's cool to be like that, but it's not. It was very ungodly. It was a very ungodly place. People were out on the streets getting high. You could see them smoking. You know, and in Arizona, it's legal to you know, smoke pot and stuff, but they put it in their vapes and, you know, and use it that way, and you could smell it in the air, and I was just, yeah, it wasn't for me. So yeah, so I'm just going to use all of these to do my little collage, and then I'm going to use some, like, some fun pockets from the kit. Like, this little guy's adorable. Look at him, the little butterfly. Yeah, so, and there's a bunch of these. Look at them. They're very cute. I mean, they're just fun pieces that will make a cool, and I'm going to have to cut some down because I did do them in such a straight edge. I don't usually do that, huh? But I did this time, so I'm going to have to cut some of these down so they'll fit. That's okay. To have a, yeah. And then we went to, let's see. Okay, so the first day we went to eat at a place called the Country Kitchen. It's there in Sierra Vista. Delicious food. And then we checked into our hotel. So the first day we drove a bunch before we checked in because we couldn't check in till 3. So we went to Bisbee. We went out to lunch to that place. We went to all over Sierra Vista. They drove us, showed us all these different places they had lived. You know, because they both had a very big history in Sierra Vista and that whole, pretty much that whole region. And so they know, like, everything. And when we went into the restaurant, there were people coming up and saying hi to them that knew them from the restaurant, and also just people, like, from their church. It was very fun. And then we went to, that night, we actually went to a sing-along at their church, their old church, which was very sweet, and the people were very kind. And the pastor was a really great guy. He gave us one of his, he's a writer, he gave us one of his books and spoke a word over Courtney and I, which was a very blessed and apt word that he spoke. And God is very good to have, and gracious to have given us that word. We needed it, you know, and it was really, really pretty cool. He spoke a word over me that was like something that the Lord had said to me about 20 years ago through a woman and man that my late husband and I went to church with. We had gone out to coffee with them, and I've always been a writer, but I've never finished any book that I've started, I'll be honest. Life has just always gotten in my way, and I've always ended up not finishing what I started with books. And I've started quite a few stories, and usually fiction. Well, this woman that day had said to me, she just looked across the table at me, and she was very prophetic, and she said, "You need to write a book. God says you're going to write books." And I was like, I've been trying to write books my whole life and never been able to finish anything, you know. And she goes, well, and I said something about fiction, and she said, no, it's not going to be a fiction book. The Lord wants you to write a book, and, you know, and it's going to be for His glory. And I said, okay. And this was, like I said, this was in about 2000, 2001. And the other night, the pastor, he goes, one of the ladies there goes, "Pastor writes books." I think it was Charity mentioned it. And he goes, "Oh, yeah, I have some over here." And I was almost to say, I write. I never finished one, but I do write. I was almost to say that, and I didn't. And he was walking over to their bookshelf, because they have like a, where you can donate and take, you know, donate a certain amount and take the book that's there. And his books were on that shelf. And he turned around before he grabbed one of his books, and he looks at me and he goes, "And you need to finish your book. You need to write your book." And I was just like, because the Lord knew that would speak to me. Isn't that cute? I love these papers. They're so fun. I like them a lot. Yeah, so that really spoke to me big time. I was like, okay, Lord, I get it. That was awesome. That was awesome. It was very, you know what? I could do one of these on this side, like this, and then that way I don't have to cut it. There's like, I have like 3 of these, and I love these, the little checks. They look so cool. I think they're very cool. But yeah, so that was a very eye-opening moment. And he spoke a word over Courtney and I that we would be, that God is planning on using us together in the ministry. And that was before we ever told him anything about our story or anything. He just walked up to us and he told us that kind of out of nowhere. He was just feeling that. And yeah, it was pretty cool. God is so good. So it was meant for us to go. We were very pleased and blessed that we went. The people we met were awesome. And really blessed Gordy, because he felt like, he said to me, he leaned over and he goes, these folks are just like the people I went to church with when I was a little boy, and at the Baptist church in Georgia. And so he was really, really very blessed to be with them. I saw tears in his eyes at one point. They got kind of watery. He's not a crier, and it really touched his heart because it made him think of his mom and his dad and everybody and the way they were, the way the folks were, you know. And so that was a good moment for him. I was happy he had that he had that moment. Just trying to make this a little more even up here. Okay. I didn't bring it over as far over here because I didn't want to have to cut these down so much. Yeah, so I just... I do like these so much, you guys. I love stuff like this. Anything that looks like old pieces of ephemera, you know, old adverts and old check registries and all that kind of stuff. I just think they look so cool. Most of these will get covered, I mean at the bottom part, because I'm probably gonna put pockets on both sides, but that's okay. I think my glue is trying to clog up on me. Let me see if I can fix that. It's been running really good all day. Let's just... So this video will play this Friday. I did not have time to finish all of our videos last week for this week. Usually, the last couple of weeks it's been like that because I've had people in the house, and today I don't think I'm gonna have anybody over here for the house. Oh, I keep dropping this on myself. So yeah, I'm hoping I'm alone today and can get some work done, and that I stay feeling like I am so tired of the trip. I gotta be honest, it was Courtney and I were laughing because Charity and Jack wore us out. They were so much more, you know, they were like, I mean, they were tired too though the second day because she didn't sleep good, and he had a hard night too. And so yeah, it was like, oh, we were all ready to come home, I'm pretty sure, you know. I'm looking to see if I've got, oh, here we go. No, wait. I'm looking to see if I've got more of these. All I've got is really these checks, it looks like. Let me see on this. Oh wait, I've got some over here. At least one. I've got this one. What I had done was I had double printed. And that's why I've got like two of everything. Maybe I'll just do two of these checks on this side. Yeah, I think I will, because yep, and then I'll do this one like right here, I think, and that will be, wait, let me do that again. Let me see. I'm looking. If I do that, oh, and then I have this one. Is this the same as that one? Nope, it is different. I was thinking, how do I want to do this, you guys? Which ones do I want to use here? I don't know. This one will fit that entire length down. I can do it just over that edge and still cover these words, and then this side would be, you know, kind of a wider gap. Let's see. So anyway, yeah, We had a wonderful time. But, oh, and then the first night when we walked, it was so funny. We went into the hotel room. Beautiful little rooms. It was they had a great breakfast, other than the girl that was running it wasn't keeping things stocked. I had to keep going and telling her because nobody else was speaking up. I'm like, you're out of butter, you're out of syrup, you're out of this, you're out of that. I started feeling like I was like, she goes, no, I apologize. I said, I'm sorry, I keep being the bearer of bad news. She goes, no, it's okay. I'm just having a hard time keeping up with everybody. And I know, I'm glad you're telling me, because in that way I know to fill it. I said, okay. But it was funny because we went into the room that first day, and they got us rooms right together, which would have been great. However, when we walked in the room, we were assailed by the smell of marijuana. Like, Cordy goes, I can't stay in this room. He said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. And our stuff would have been permeated by it, because it was fading, but it was really strong. You know what I mean? There was still like a cloud of it in the room. And so there was one of the maids, one of the housekeepers was coming out, and then a guy who's one of the managers was with her. And he goes, is there a problem? Because we came back out of our room right away, and I said, we told him, and he goes, oh my gosh. He goes, I'm so sorry. We'll get you into another room right now. So he took us into the room down the sidewalk, and we got a different room, which it was fine. It was very nice, very fresh smelling, very, very clean. And it was funny because, we were like, are we being silly about the smell? And then we walked in the other room, and it was so clean that it was really obvious that we were not making up the smell. So we were like, okay, it wasn't just our imagination. It really stunk. Yeah, so it was pretty funny. But other than that, we had no issues. Let's see. I'm going to have to take a nice chunk of this off unless I can bring it up. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to do that line there. I think that should do the trick. Let me see. But we really, really had fun. So they're just the best folks. Seriously. They are lovely, lovely people, and so much fun. He is hysterical and just makes me laugh all the time. He is so funny. I was talking, and I'm Italian, I'm part Italian on my mom's side, and so of course I speak with my hands a lot. And every time I would, when we'd be sitting at a table talking for dinner or lunch or whatever, and I'd start talking with my hands, he'd be imitating me. Or he'd look off in the direction I was pointing, like looking for what I was pointing. I'm like, stop it. That was funny. He's 94 years old, and he has not lost a beat. It was hard though for him. The reason it was hard was because he has to use a breathing machine when he gets above a certain level of, an oxygen machine, when he gets above a certain level, sea level. And that's one of the reasons they moved to where they are now, is because it was below, sea level, and he could breathe on his own, because up above sea level he has to use that machine. And it was such a hassle for him, and they both were like, man, it was eye-opening to see what we had to go through to go back home, because that's why they moved from there, and to go back home and be like, wow, we can't just go back home, they can't, because of that for him, and how hard it was to have to use the oxygen machine, making sure the battery was good, and making sure it was plugged into the car right, and all of it. It was just, I love this. It was just a hassle for him, and I felt so bad. But they're like, yeah, we won't be going back up there again for a good long while because of what we just experienced. So I'm just looking here to see which ones I want to use. The blue one is nice. Yeah, see, I have two of everything on that because of the way I printed them out. Now this one's green. Let me see. That one looks good right there. So we're going to use these. And I know I'm not doing the, most of you do the, I don't do it often enough to even remember what it's called. When you, what do you call it? I always ask every time. I'm so silly. Score. when you score stuff. I hardly ever use my scoring board. I just fold stuff over. Whenever I use my scoring board, I mean, I got to pull everything out of my drawer. And I did do that one crooked, though. I have to pull everything out of my drawer, and it's kind of a hassle. So I tend to avoid doing it and just do it myself. There. I'm going to put that one in this corner because it's green, and that's green, and that'll match. And I'm going to do some darkening on it. We'll put some foxgloves or maybe some butterflies on these and some words and make them look cute. So yeah, the next video you see will be the flip through, I'm sure, because I'm just going to dive in and really finish this baby. We're already at 35 minutes and I've barely done anything. Look at that. It's so pretty. I love that. Okay, and then I'm going to get this one. Okay. Let me know in the comments if you guys have purchased the kit. The 2 kits. They're awesome and huge. And if you love botanical, Tania and Nanine are like queens of botanical designing on these DigiKits. They really do an awesome job together, you know. The 2 of them do each, you know, they each do their kit, and then just you've got this amazing combination between the 2 designers that, you know, got a little bit of everything, and they make their kits so big that you can do entire journals, you know, like I'm doing with them. And that's not normal. I've mentioned that to you guys before. That's not normal for me. I usually use a little bit of here, a little bit of there, and it's taught me how, you know, working with Lena and then working with Tania and now Nanine, I'm learning how to like use one kit, because I'm kind of all over the place. I like, you know, if I like it, I'm like, okay, I'll use this and I'll use that, and you know, I do, because I have so many things that I like. But I'm glad I've done this with the collaborations, because yeah, that looks nice because it blends right into that. I know the green's getting completely covered, but that's okay. But yeah, anyway, I like the fact that I've learned how to utilize one kit, because that just never was anything I had done up until now. So. All right, I'm gonna go here, and then we've got all kinds of pretty little butterflies to decorate with, and of course the foxglove flowers, and yeah. I think I've used, if I'm not mistaken, I'll have to look on the tray, but I'm pretty sure I've used all of my animals up, and I'm down to like nothing. I don't think. Let me see. I'm going to peek real quick here on the tray and see. I would have to print out another page and do some more fussy cutting. Yeah, it looks like I've used them all. Oh, here's more pockets. Wow. I didn't use this second bench. I still have a bench I could use. I just found these. I have all of these over there too. Let's see. Oh yeah, look at this little guy. I like this pocket. That's another thing that happened with this kit. I didn't have my paper when I first printed. So part of the kit was printed on regular paper, and then part of the kit was printed on matte photo paper, which is what I usually use. And so oops, I'm going to glue this, not do that. Some of this looks a little different, but I think in the long run it kind of is cool that it has a different effect, because it almost makes the same papers look like they're different papers, you know. So that's kind of cool. Now, since I went pretty close to the corner on that side, I'm going to go ahead and bring it to the wall over here. There we go. Trying to keep things. So now we have our little tuck pockets here, and let's see. Put my tray over here so I can get to my, look at these. Oh, these butterflies, aren't they pretty? Gorgeous. Good job, you guys. Love, love, love me some butterflies. You know that. Gee, this whole page could just be covered in gorgeous butterflies. I had forgotten that I had all this beautiful fussy cut stuff. And I pulled my stuff up off of the tray and went, oh my gosh, I had all these gorgeous things and I had forgotten I even had them. The tickets and the butterflies and all these beautiful cuts, and yeah, so I was like, okay, now this is cute. I need a little bit shorter flower. Let me see. And I want to see if any of my little people could fit on a pocket, because I just love them. Can't help myself. Can't help myself. These little kids. Okay, their heads are cut off. I do see why you guys get creeped out sometimes. There's stuff that you just kind of go, okay, really? Did we have to cut the kid's head off? Now I'm going to use my Woody right here, and I'm going to put her right there. And I can't find my brush I was using all morning, so I'm going to have to find another. Ah, no, I found it. Yay! Okay, I'm going to put a little bit of water right here. My desk is a wreck. Can you see all of this? It's just crazy how bad it is. So we're just going to do a little bit, you know how I do. I just like that look. And then of course, and we have to take a little piece of paper here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to put her there. And I think what I'm going to do is put one of these, I think this one will fit. It's shorter, yeah. I'm going to put a foxglove behind her and have her standing next to one. But we do have to darken this because it's on that bright white paper. I am going to try to get some cream colored paper like you did, Tanya, and print, you know, print my kits that are more apt to look better on, you know, even my other kit, I mean any kit, just because I like the vintage effect, and I really love the way that turned out for you, the creamy colored papers that you used to print your stuff. And then I think you did it on some tea-dyed paper too. It just turned out so awesome. So yeah, I'm gonna have to try that myself because I really liked it a lot. I liked it a lot, girlfriend. So get this little baby on here. I think this journal will be kind of cool when it's all said and done. I hope. I actually am really liking how it's turning out. She's got her little flowers in her hand. So it's kind of like she's out there picking flowers, picking foxgloves. And let's see, I do want to do some words here on there, and I've got I've got all these tabs that came. This one's cute. I like this. To the lake. Look at that. That would be cute right there, right? Yeah, I'm gonna put that. I think that's cute. Just for fun. And I'm not even tearing it down. I like it because it looks like a little sign. I could have put that on one of those signs, but I think I used it. Oh, wait. I think I have one. Oh my gosh, I have one. Look. I could put it right here. Ah, perfect. Ah, I love it. It's a little sign. I love these so much, you guys. Whichever one of you. I'm not sure what goes in what kit. I'm going to be honest. I keep forgetting. I would have to actually open my computer and look at whose kits whose. But whoever did these signs, yes, perfect, perfect, perfect. Just love it. Feels very something I would have seen as a kid, you know. Out kind of in the middle of nowhere. So we're just going to put that right there to the lake. We're still going to put, I think I'm still going to put a word right here or something fun because it just needs it, like this little sweetie. Oh, we're going to do butterflies. Since we're going to be putting butterflies on the page, we might as well, right? I agree. Okay. Yeah, so I haven't heard anything else from the owner. You guys have been so kind and sweet in your comments. Thank you so much for being understanding, praying for us. You know, we are, just to answer some of your questions, we are under a lease for another year because we really didn't have an option. It was either sign the new lease or leave, and we really couldn't afford to leave. So we stayed and signed the lease, which in Arizona you're bound to. I mean, unless there's extraordinary situation, you're bound to that lease unless you pay it off. Okay, so we have another year here. And I was telling Courtney, you know, it's funny, all of you, including my friends, our friends Toby, their last name is Toby. I'm sorry, I keep saying Toby. Our friends also said that that this is, you know, not right. It's not legal for him to do that. So, I mean, he says that he plans on fixing everything. So we're all going to give him the benefit of the doubt, right, guys? Because he's a good, I mean, he seems like a really good guy, seriously. And it's just he wants to make money off the house he just bought for way too much money. This house was not worth what he paid for, I can guarantee that. And he's going to try to recoup, you know, some of those losses. And I get that. But to come in on people who've lived in a unit forever and take a room away from them is a really weird, to me, that's a really weird thing to do. I've rented from people for years. I've never had somebody do that to me in a house, you know, ever. I've never seen it happen before. So it freaked me out from the get-go because, like I said, I've never seen something like that happen. But anyway, like I said, he comes across, as far as I can tell, so far he's kept his word on things that he said he's going to do. He hasn't gotten them out here yet. He says it's been a scheduling issue. And I'm yet to see the people who are supposed to come and do our exterminating. But again, you know, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that before I have to move my things into that room, he will get these things done. Well, because I am going to say I'm not moving my stuff in there until it's done. And Courtney's already said he will tell him, period, blank, my wife is not cleaning that garage. You're hiring someone to clean it because this was your idea and this is your project and you are upending our lives. And no, we're not doing that. We're not going to be the ones to clean that garage. So I'm very grateful that my husband, I have the support of my husband, and the support of my wonderful, beautiful friends on my channel. Thank you so much for giving me a place to vent. I'm serious, because I really don't have anybody to talk to about it. I'm like, ah! And so, you guys are awesome, and I love you so much. That would be so cute here, right? If I cut this down, do you think I could get that? I like that. Yeah, so it was very, very good to have the support of my husband and my friends, because I was feeling very alone the other day when I was talking to you guys about it. I feel better about it now, especially after, you know, hearing from all of you and your support, and then hearing from my husband and hearing from my friends that we went with this weekend that I'm not crazy. It's not just me. I'm not being, you know, I'm not being unreasonable to want this taken care of correctly, you know. That was the big one, because I have a tendency to feel like, oh, well, maybe I'm asking too much. I'm one of those people who is like, oh, I should have done was tear that. Why didn't I tear that, you guys? Oh man, should I do it? Oh, I'm gonna try. Yeah, so I just kind of, when I have to keep complaining about different things, I start to feel like it's my fault. I'm that personality. Even when I know I didn't do anything, I just start to feel like bad. And if somebody has a stronger personality, and they're like, well, this is how it's going to be, which is basically what he did say to me that one day. He said, it's going to happen. I mean, he didn't say it mean, but he said, it's going to happen. And I said, I understand, but I have a tendency to get emotional or like lose my ability to sound reasonable and get mad. And I don't want to get mad. Because part of me is like, fix it. My tendency is to be like, okay, look, dude, seriously. Okay, I understand it's your house, but my gosh, I've lived here for a very long time, and you just walk in and waltz in and tell me, this, that, and the other. And so I don't want to be like that. You know what I mean? It's like Courtney said, we want to trust the Lord, and we want to have a good attitude and, share our concerns. Oh, see, that is cute. Yay. And share our concerns, but not be uncivil about it. And yeah, so that's just pray for me that I continue to remain civil and that we, get along and let the Lord handle it and talk to his heart, because he will. So yeah, but I am so grateful for each and every one of you who is praying for us and reached out to me with your suggestions and your love. And I would actually take your suggestions in a heartbeat if I wasn't under a lease and had to stay. And if there was really somewhere to go. I'll be honest with you, living in Arizona, and I know it's super expensive everywhere across the country, and all around the world. I mean, I get that. But in Arizona, from what we used to be to where we are now, our rent and everything has literally doubled. And there's just there's no reasonable places out there anymore. You can't even really find reasonable places. I don't know. I wish I knew someone who owned a home, who was willing to just like let us pay the house payment and buy it from them. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I mean, I would be so grateful for something like that, because I just don't see how I don't know how God's going to do it. It's going to have to be a miracle to get us into our own home at this point. I mean, a year ago when I met you guys and we were talking, I had a savings and I was preparing to buy a home, and we were talking about our new crafting room together and all that. And now I'm like, okay, Lord, it's going to have to come from a miracle, because there's no means to do it now. Things changed. And isn't it interesting how things can just flip, from where you are one year to where you are the next? Because this year I'm looking at, trying to figure out how to pay extra on rent, no savings anymore because of having to use it. And everybody out there is going through it, so you guys know what I mean. We're all going through it in some different level. Yeah. Oh my goodness, I like this page. Do you guys like this page? I like this page. I do. I think this is cute. I do think we need probably a few more butterflies on this side, just to measure it out, make it even Steven. We're gonna do a little, oh, we should have done the gold. Shoot, I forgot the gold. Can I still do it? Just a little bit to get it going there. Maybe go around these higher edges. You know me, I love my sloppy gold around the edges of stuff. Do this one, a little something something. Give her a little something something. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's so cute. All right. Thank you for all these butterflies, you guys, out of this kit. I love butterflies, and especially blue. Oh, goodness sakes. My favorite. Blue, 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 blue. Oh, praise the Lord. Praise you, Lord. I love you. After this, I am going to do our devotion for tomorrow. Tomorrow, let's see, today's Friday for you. It's Monday for me. Tomorrow is, this is how confusing it can be. Okay, I'm on Monday. You guys are on Friday for this video. I'm making this one for Friday, and then next video I do is going to be our devotion for tomorrow, which will be Tuesday. See how confusing that is? But I can do this. I can do this. I just wanted to get these videos done through our week, and then I can start next week's work, you know. I am loving this page. I'll tell you what, I really do. I've got, oh yeah, here he is. He's printed on the matte. You can totally check it out. Same butterfly printed on the different paper. Look at that. So if you ever wonder what the difference between the matte paper, the matte photo paper I get, and it's in my list. I think I have 2 different kinds in there, but I don't think they're selling one of them. But anyway, if you go into my Amazon list, the matte photo paper, this is matte photo paper compared to regular white cardstock. Wow, right? And it's with a inkjet printer, just a regular printer. So yeah, total difference. That's why I was saying earlier that even though I did them on different papers, it's kind of cool because it gives the pages a different effect. So they don't even hardly look like the same piece, you know. So yeah, can really tell. Like this is an inkjet or matte photo right here, and this guy up here is not. And he's very faded compared to these other 2. There we go. I'm not sure what cards I'm gonna put in these pockets. Let's see, does this fit? Yes, that one fits. Cool. I have, let's see, I have this one that's got, does it fit? If it does, that'd be so nice. Yes, there we go. So what I did with these earlier was I just roughed them up, and I don't do this a lot, but lately I've kind of been doing it a little bit more. You can also use sanding paper or nail file, or you can get, of course, the Tim Holtz paper, you know, the one that kind of roughs up your edges, like in paper edger or whatever. It's like $7. I think it's in my Amazon store too. I haven't bought it yet. It's $6.99. It's not that much. I think you even get 2 in a pack. The one I had in there, possibly. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I put that one in there. Anyway, so these will be little journal cards, just to journal on and write all their secrets on. All right, there's that one. Goes right there. And I'm thinking I may add a little bit of a dash of blue around this one. Oh yeah, I like that. Mixed into that brown. It's such a mucky, goopy, kind of grungy color. I love it. So that was with Vintage Photo first, and then I brought in this Uncharted Mariner from my Lori. Love you, Lori. And there we go. Ooh, I like that. That's pretty. Grungy and pretty. Draws your eye, you know? It's these little simple steps with junk journals, and just our art, what we do in general, that just these little simple steps that really add so much to our little piece. So there's that. So we've got our butterfly page. Okay. I love this page. I think we really did good. Oh, and look what time it is. It's been an hour. Wow. Time flies when I'm hanging out with you guys. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being with me today. I hope you enjoyed doing this page and looking through the little bit that we've done. This is a total messy page. Check this out. I don't even remember what I did. I think I Mod Podged or varnished rice paper onto a piece of paper, and then I stamped it to death and just made it really grungy, but I loved how it came out, so I put it in here. Anyway, yeah, so I'll be working on this to finish it up, and hopefully I'll have a flip through a flip through for you by next week. But I love you so much. God bless each and every one of you. Please be safe, be happy. Hit a thumbs up if you received something from this video. And if you're not a member of the Terrace Take family, please join us. We love to have you. Come on over to Creative Cuties on our format on Facebook and join the group there. And I'm also available on Instagram, Twitter, well, X, as Terrace Take. And so, yeah, find me over there and come and hang out with me. I love you guys. God bless you. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye.